We're pretty much over halfway of the year now, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of bummed that summer is pretty much over. Most of you have to go back to school now, or some of you are coming back from a vacation and having to go back to work. And yeah, it kind of sucks, but that doesn't mean that games are not going to be coming out. And if you're new here, my name is Jer, one half of the Ginger Gaming duo, and today I'm going to be talking about some games I'm looking forward to in September of 2023. If you like JRPGs and if you like cozy games with Jen, do me a solid and hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now, I'm not going to be talking about games like Starfield and Mortal Kombat. I'm going to be solely focusing on JRPGs. So again, if you like that stuff, do me a solid and hit that like button. With that being said, let's get right into it. Monochrome Mobius, Rights and Wrong Forgotten. A role-playing video game developed by Acro, which was actually released in November 17th of 2022 on the PS4 and 5 in Japan, but was later released in the PC worldwide. The PS4 and 5 versions are scheduled to release in September. The game gives the player field exploration, full character and camera movement, while giving you the traditional JRPG style as opposed to their previous tactile style RPG Utewara Rumono. So essentially, the plot of this game is set to events prior to Utewara Rumono, Mask of Deception. You follow Osher, who lives with his mom and younger sister, and while he was assigned with a task from his local lord, he encounters a mysterious girl named Shunya and was told that his father, who was believed to be dead, is alive, and the whole mission is basically to find your father. I know a lot of y'all are thinking, what is up with the graphics? And to be honest, a lot of these JRPGs don't have the best graphics, and that's okay. I'm always more invested in the gameplay and story, and that's how I usually roll with it. The graphics are just really the cherry on top. Monochrome Mobius Rights and Wrongs Forgotten Deluxe Edition, oh my god, that is seriously such a long name for a game, is coming out for PS4 and PS5 on September 5th, but you can actually currently play the game on PC right now. Rune Factory 3 Special Golden Memories. Dating back to 2009, this is when Rune Factory 3, A Fantasy Harvest Moon, came out on the Nintendo DS, but a remastered version has already come out in Japan on March and will be coming out on September 5th worldwide. It's been a long time coming, but we're happy to see it. You start with a character named Micah who lost his memory showing up in a small town, and you're greeted by Shara and tasked with raising the town's farm. It's really awesome because this is actually a big part of the game where you make money, grow crops, fish, and forage your farm. You can actually explore dungeons and fight monsters, and even being able to tame certain ones as well. So as you are raising this farm, Micah discovers that this massive Sharon's tree surrounding the farm has not bloomed for 50 years and has been decaying. This takes another turn, but he's actually a half monster, which he keeps a secret to the village around him, but I'll leave the rest to you if you decide to play this game. Rune Factory will officially be worldwide on Switch on September 5th. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Y'all, I'm so excited for this one because it's going to be a mobile game for Final Fantasy VII. Developed by Applebot and published by Square Enix, this is a compilation of Final Fantasy VII, which is a series of media spin-offs from the original Final Fantasy VII game. Ever Crisis is a mobile game with loot boxes, which is planned to release monthly episodic installments. So everything from the film Avid Children and the video games of Before Crisis, Crisis Core, and Dirge of Cerberus, and in which you are able to jump between different entries. The battle system goes the same way from the original game, which is an active battalion battle system. The graphics give me a lot of nostalgia from the original game while incorporating the slight chibi style of Final Fantasy VII. And the great thing about this game is that it's going to be free to play with the offer of loot boxes that give you random weapons and costumes. I only heard about this game back in 2021 of January, but after 2 years, we will be seeing this come into fruition. I'm so excited for this. As you already know from all my previous videos, I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII, and Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis is going to be coming out on September 7th for iOS and Android. The Legend of Nayuta Boundless Trails. This game came out in the PSP in 2012 in Japan, but it will be making its English debut for the PC, Switch, and PS4 next month. This is an action role-playing game, and combat includes physical attacks, magic, and powerful abilities and crafting. The game is set in 2 worlds, the main character's home world and a mysterious world called Lost Heaven. The story follows Nayuta Herschel, an aspiring researcher aiming to see what's beyond her hometown. You are also alongside a childhood friend, Signia, who finds himself in the world of Lost Heaven through a guidance of a fairy named Noi, and you must do everything you can to stop a madman from destroying Lost Heaven and your home world. Again, another remastered version I'm looking forward to, and this is definitely my type of speed of game as much as I like turn-based ones. You will see Nayuta in English released for the PS4 and the PC and Switch on September 19th. And finally, Eternites. An action dating sim role-playing game we have is Eternites, published by Studio Sai. There was this demo released for Steam's Next Fest, and it's planned to release in September. The combat system is a hack and slash game. While you dodge enemy attacks that can slow down time, give you opportunities to attack. Hitting an enemy enough times within a short period of time creates combos, which allows you to make stronger attacks and finishes. You'll have things like perfect dodges and using elemental gauge, which can be used to break enemy barriers. And just a really quick summary of the plot, it's basically an anti-aging drug called Eternites that mutate people into monsters. The character encounters Delia, who cuts his arms, and another woman he met, which replaces his arms with a glowing sword to fight monsters. And this game does remind me of a similar game that I've seen before, but we'll see how this game goes as Eternite comes out on September 21st for Windows, PS4, and PS5. What games are you looking forward to in the month of September? Comment down below and let me know. Maybe I missed a game, or maybe there's a game here on this list that you're looking forward to. I'm personally excited for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis and Nayuta. Thanks for watching the video, y'all. I really appreciate all the love and support. If you like videos like this, here's one of me talking about some games I'm looking forward to in the month of August. And if you like cozy games, here's one of Jen talking about Paley and some tips and tricks that you can also use on your own gameplay. My name is Jer, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Bye-bye, y'all.